Hi fam! Welcome to my channel. If this is the first time you're stopping by, my name is Alicia and it's really nice to meet you. For my returning fam, I missed you guys all so much. So today is going to be a collective reading for any astrology sign. I felt called to come on. There was a spiritual download that I have been getting for quite a while. Just wanted to kind of clarify what I've been getting because like I said, I've been ascending in my gifts, and which makes me more hypersensitive to the information coming in. I think I've always kind of gotten some intuitive knowledge on my awakening journey for the last 6.5 years of past life energy, not only for my own past life that I am remembering, my Akashic records, but also past lives of others. So I kind of wanted to share that with you today and get on. I do have something to do tonight. It is Friday the 13th. I just thought about that. Today is Friday the 13th. Everybody puts a stigma on it, probably because of the horror movie, but the number 13 is actually a very good number. So please look that up because I don't have a lot of time to get into that. I've definitely prayed. I have my music on just to kind of help me get into my mode of channeling. And while I'm kind of talking about this spiritual download, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your deck, which typically I do beforehand. So, how is everybody doing? This is the first time you're stopping by. I would really love if you hit that subscribe bell. It's free. And then you're going to be notified anytime that I have a video pop up. You'll be notified. And then if you just hit that like button, it'll help you to put my video out, actually help me, excuse me. Yeah, this is divine union. Already. Wow. Cut the deck with the lovers and the chariot. Come on now. But yeah, if you hit the like button, comment, share, it really helps to put my video out there, and I'd truly be grateful. So thank you. Okay, so the spiritual download that I have been getting, and plenty of confirmation on my last reading, so please check that out because I really think that these two readings are kind of correlated in a way. That masculine in that last reading was in an energy of self-sabotaging. Could have been doing it subconsciously or consciously, but you know, due to hang-ups that he had. And it's been coming through to me why this masculine has been feeling this way. The strength of the connection that he feels for you, collective, is so strong, and he doesn't even understand it because either you guys have not come together in the 3D or like in the physical, or he's just never encountered anything like this because he really just doesn't fall in love. Like, it's just not his thing. So he just doesn't understand why the feelings with you are so strong, as I see the strength card at the bottom of the deck. This is a masculine in another life with you, collective, where you passed away in childbirth. And he had to live the rest of his life not only taking care of your child on his own, but without you. You know, back in the day, I'm still watching that show, by the way. There's just so many seasons, and I think I'm on season 5. So I don't have much more to go, but Outlander, I remember when I got to I think it was season 2. I don't remember, or maybe it was episode 2 of one of the seasons. So I might be getting that wrong. But where Claire and Jamie had lost a child, because back in those days we didn't have what we have with modern medicine now. So if a baby wasn't coming out right, or breech, or, you know, a lot of women have their placentas that are still stuck to them when they need to give birth to it at the end. I used to be a labor and delivery nurse, so I know all about that. So I really have been getting a lot of downloads that this masculine lost you in a past life due to, you know, you passing away from complications from you know, giving birth to your child. And so now in this life, he keeps pushing you away And again, it might be subconsciously. It might not be something that he's conscious of, but he's in an avoidant energy. He's pushing you away. He's self-sabotaging because he thinks that it's going to play out the same and he's going to have to go through that pain again. Or just being near you causes a certain pain in his heart chakra. Don't worry, that's going to transmute and work out, because in this lifetime, it's not meant to be rehashed or relived. But your soul has a remembering, collective. Okay, it has a remembering. And his soul consciously, when it is around your energy of some sort, it remembers a past life. So it's not like you're triggering a bad emotion or feeling causing pain. It's just, it's meant to be transmuted in this life and worked out, and he has to allow it. He has to do it. So I think there's been a lot of waiting energy and postponing because of this. Now, he might not be cognitive of this past life or anything. Again, this might be happening subconsciously, but it's a message that's coming through because for months now, I've been getting pregnancy energy. I don't know what that means for you, collective. Only you will know, but I have been getting a divine feminine that is going to get pregnant. It is a destined child, a child that will be very gifted and that will bring something to this world huge. It is divinely written that you bring this child into the world, and this child will come into the world. Lots of protection. Lots. It's happening. No matter, yeah. I'm so excited I did this tonight. It's gonna be you and me against the world. It's gonna be you and me against the world. People are trying to cause chaos, even throw chaos magic. It's like, and that chaos is going to be returning right back to them because they don't understand the amount of protection that this union has. They're messing with protection and ancestors that they really have no idea that they're messing with. And they call them in because they are purposely messing with this connection for their own selfish gains or what they want or what they think is theirs. Yeah, we will reunite soon. I have regrets. Yeah, this divine masculine pushed you away, self-sabotage, because either subconscious or conscious knowing of a past life connection with you where he lost you. And it was so painful. You guys are ancient, okay? An ancient connection. All right, let's get into this. Yeah, I just got off work and then I'm having some friends over and just gonna go get some food, and I already got the wine chilling and just wanted to hop on because I'm hoping that I can definitely channel a reading tomorrow. I'm feeling really in creative energy. It feels great. So I'm hoping I can come on tomorrow. Oh yeah, totally disregard my mess back there. I'm doing some home improvement with my closet. So I was like, oh my gosh, I just want to lay all the, because I don't want to take them off the hangers and then have to put them back again. So, and there's just cat hair. No matter how much I vacuum, the cat sits on my bed. So the only place where there's no cat hair is underneath the comforter, which is the sheets. So I was like, oh, I could put it there, but I got to sleep on my bed at some point and I'm not ready to put all that stuff back in the closet. So that's what that is over there. Disregard my Messy room, home improvement. Okay, they said keep it. That was 4 cards right out on my table. Fast as hell. Yeah, like the Hangman came in reverse. There is no more stagnancy. Whatever this masculine needed to know, he knows now. Okay. And there's this passion, this inspiration with the Knight of Wands, and a karmic justice collective that is coming in for you here with the Justice card. And just look at you, collective. You know, you're missing that 1 pentacle to make it 10 pentacles, but that's what this connection will bring to you, collective, because the 9 of Pentacles represents, you know, you, collective, just being able to take care of yourself, living, you know, so peaceful in your own energy, really connected to the earth, animals. And that is Virgo energy, and that's how your person sees you. Yeah, and there's been a decision made with the 2 of Wands. This can be a connection where you live at a distance from one another or traveling is required. Yeah. See, there's no more waiting. You know, this Hangman is in reverse. You've got the 7 of Pentacles. The reason why there was this waiting energy with the 7 of Pentacles is because this person really needed to do some growing. And I don't just mean like maturity wise, you know, emotional maturity. Like this person needed to grow. What else, Spirit? They just said this person needed to be awoken, like out of the matrix, out of the programming. Yeah, like this person is coming in very hot with this Queen of Pentacles here, which represents Capricorn energy. You are so connected to Mother Gaia. You really have a nice home that you take care of. Children and animals are really drawn to you. You can take care of yourself, you know. They want to be where you are, collective. They want to be where you are. I can feel their energy. That's it. They don't want to be away from you anymore. They want to be where you are. Your karmic justice that you're getting, collective, is a Knight of Cups. This is somebody very romantic that has a lot of love and emotions for you, and it's coming forward because Knights take action. Okay. Amen for that. An action to romanticize you, take you on a date. What else? It's so funny, like, it's not funny. That's not what I meant to say. When it came to this whole remembering, like, a past life where a female had died in childbirth, it, like, kind of made me think about my births, you know? That's kind of why I got into labor and delivery and wanted to be a labor and delivery nurse, was because I felt like I had so much to offer. I had great pregnancies for both my pregnancies with both my children, but I carried big children. Like, I mean, my son was almost 10 pounds. He was 6 ounces away from being a 10-pound baby. And my daughter was just a few ounces away from being a 9-pound baby. So and she was coming out the wrong way. So both, I mean, my first delivery with my son, being so young and having a child that big, was very traumatic. And I was on my own. The father and I were in a relationship, but then I decided that the relationship was not something I wanted to continue. And when we sat down to have that conversation about that, he just left. And then I never saw him again for the whole pregnancy. So I went through the whole pregnancy by myself. And then he didn't come back into my son's life until my son was 14 months old. So my mom, if it weren't for her, I don't know what I would have done. I did not live in a state raising my child where my mom was near me, because at the time she lived out of state, so that was really, really difficult and challenging. I was truly on my own. I had no family at all. Like, I just had friends. But my mom was there for me during my birth, and my birth was so traumatic. Like, I almost died, and my son almost died from the birth. So I really can understand, like, how scary that can be to, like, you know, be in love with somebody so much and to know that you guys are getting ready to bring a child into the world and then something happens. I know, because as a labor and delivery nurse, I've had a couple of situations where I've had to take a baby, you know, that did not survive to a certain place in the hospital. And I've gone through those experiences, you know, and I can see the fear of why they would be scared to even get with that person again, because, like, what if it happens again? But see, that's what they are needing to transmute in this lifetime, because what happens in another life doesn't happen again. That was a lesson that your soul signed up for to learn in that lifetime, not this lifetime. My mom was a warrior, because, I mean, I gave birth to my son not through a C-section. I should have, because if somebody would have made that decision, maybe things wouldn't have been the way that they were. But my mom was my advocate, and she was my support system, and she was there for me in a time in my life where I was so unbelievably vulnerable. And if everybody knows a Scorpio, Scorpios don't like to be vulnerable. We don't like to lose control or be vulnerable, because most of the time, somebody on the other end that was supposed to be our ride or die and be there for us left us and abandoned us or hurt us. And so a Scorpio's life is one of much transformation and challenges, you know, and heartbreak. And I'm just grateful for my mom, because I remember everything she did for me. And then, of course, she had to go back home, which sucked. And then I had to start my venture of being a single mom after having a birth like that. It was challenging, for sure. I'd like to know if you guys have any birth stories that you want to share, just because it's really big. It just kept coming in, and they were like, channel it. And I'm like, okay. Because, you know, whoever might read this or listen to this reading, sorry, Mercury retrograde, we're already pre-shadowing, and I already find myself stumbling over my words. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I always know when Mercury retrograde is coming. Yeah. Ace of Swords, there is huge knowing and remembering coming in, collective. So maybe, you know, you've always felt this way. Like, for me, like, I had a difficult birth, and I kind of felt like I wasn't meant to die from that birth. My son wasn't meant to die, but I was meant to understand that maybe possibly in a past life, I had gone through something like that, and now I was clearing and transmuting that energy in this life by it not happening. But it definitely being a trigger because I had a difficult birth. You know what I mean? There is going to be some type of knowing that's going to come to you. An Akashic record knowing that is going to be opened up to you from this reading. Ace of Swords. Yeah. This decision that this masculine has made, collective, to come forward and take action is going to happen with communication first. I don't know how that's going to be, but if you can see the 8 of Wands here, this is a lot of communication. So you're talking about Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. A lot of communication. Yeah, not just a communication, but an offer. There's somebody bringing an offer, and there is a returning from a past life. This is somebody you shared a past life with, collective. Six of Cups. Child. Involving a child. Yeah, and so you guys are supposed to have a child in this incarnation because you didn't have it granted in another life. Nobody can stop this. Breathe, let go, clear your mind, recharge. Narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. Well, let me show you what that looks like, by the way. I will pull some tarot on that card, but I always put that off to the side. I don't put that energy on my table. Not with all this wonderfulness. Recharge. You guys can be going on a vacation where there's water. Yeah. You're going to have intimacy. You're going to have mutual respect for one another. There's going to be a sense of closeness and unity. I'm so sorry. I'm in this fucking audiobook right now. I'm fucking obsessed with this damn book. It is. And then my daughter just gave me this other book. So it's called Promises and Pomegranates by Save R. Miller. Yeah, I'll be starting that next. That is like a hot and spicy. I don't know what it is. I'm feeling that energy right now. I don't know. Like, make me want to watch 50 Shades of Grey. Okay. So, stock, no options, unforgiveness, trapped. It's with this narcissist. There is no such thing as being trapped. You're only trapped if you're in a karmic loop, which means you're repeating patterns because you haven't learned the lesson. Yeah, you guys are about harmony right now. Balance, peace, and happiness. Okay. My daughter just texted me. She's probably getting close. So, yeah, I don't need the cards. I just channeled an energy that I felt that you were going on vacation somewhere where there's the beach. Look. Okay, and then look at the card I just pulled. Vacay, get away, relax, have fun. You're going on a vacation, collective, and I really feel like it's with this person. They're going to ask you on a vacation. Go. Go. Yeah, so we have karmics that are narcissists. They're feeling trapped and stuck in no options and having unforgiveness. They're karmics, they're third parties, haters, lessons learned. You guys have definitely learned You've definitely learned some lessons with these karmics. That's why you have harmony and you're at peace and you're happy and you're balanced. Because you've learned the lessons. Healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. Inspired, optimistic, success, hopeful. I told you there is a masculine energy coming for you, collective. I feel him. Oh, good Lord. Oh, boy. Okay, it's all right. Oh, boy. Running, escape, denial, excuses. We'll see what it is. Spirit, can you tell me what this narcissist is about? It's somebody in your friend group, collective, a narcissist, an opportunist, fragile, egotistical. They see you as their wish fulfillment. Oh my God. Yeah, and they're spying on you, so block. And who cares if they see you as their wish? Of course, a narcissist would see you, somebody who's empathic and of the light, be their wish fulfillment because they need you to feel good about themselves. So I would be discerning of that person. Trapped, stuck, no options, unforgiveness. Yeah, it's somebody keeping secrets from you with the moon card. This represents Cancer energy. What else? They want a victory with the 6 of Wands, but they are a liar and they're hiding secrets and they're feeling trapped. Yeah, it's this King of Wands. Well, King of Wands definitely takes action and they want a victory with you, collective, and they have some things that they're hiding. So I guess they're feeling trapped because they haven't revealed the things that they're hiding and they haven't been authentically honest with you. What about the karmics? What about it? So somebody who is a karmic energy to you is coming in fast, collective. They could be moving or moving closer to you, but they see you as, they're a page. They're a page of wands. It's a page. Nobody fucking exciting here. But they see you sexually, and they definitely find you as inspiration. But it's fucking page. They want to restore balance with you. This third party, this karmic. And they definitely juggle and balance things not well. But they see you as a money maker. I know, 10 of Pentacles, I don't like that energy at all. Be discerning of that. What about running? Escape, denial, excuses. Yeah, karmic energy is running. And it's because they're left out in the cold. I don't care to channel that energy. You're a high priestess. Like me. You can see that shit a mile away. Don't worry about that crap. Get off my table. I hate when karmic energy. It's just because I'm a Scorpio. So, like, Scorpios rule the underworld. Like, an unhealed Scorpio, one that's still on their shadow side, which Scorpios get their bad, negative rap, you know, characteristics spoke about all the time. I just lost my train of thought. Might work with lower energies and stuff like that. But see, with Scorpios, like, we can go to the underworld. We are death. We are transformation. So that's why, like, we're not fearful of that stuff. Like, we go into the deep. Where nobody wants to go in and research that stuff, Scorpios go in deep. We're not surface level. So we're highly intuitive. That's what I meant to say. Okay, we're going to finish with some channeled readings, but this is very interesting. A spiritual download had to come out tonight. You guys had a past life together. Okay, you lost a child. And this particular masculine has been self-sabotaging, avoiding, pushing you away, even dating other people. They might have even gotten with somebody else. That ended up being their karmic lesson. Because they thought if they can just drown out the feelings that they were having for you by, you know, picking somebody else that they thought would be good, that the feelings would go away. Boy, did they get a huge karmic lesson. Like, huge. Because they chose poorly. I've been getting a lot of Indiana Jones, like, downloads coming in. I get excited every time I see you came out. It's more complicated than you think. I hate that card. It used to trigger me really bad every time I would fall on my table, but I just don't like it. It's not complicated. You think it's complicated because you don't want to discuss it because you're running. Don't give a shit. That's my Mars energy. I like that you are different from the rest. Fuck yeah. Unlike anybody else. You think you're going to find that in another partner? Please. You just called in your karmic lesson. Ding, ding, ding. You won a whole bunch of shit. I want to help you. Sorry, you just saw one look on my face. What? Somebody wants to help? Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I know we are soulmates. Past life soulmates. Past life. I need to get my finances together. That's that karmic energy. I don't care about that karmic energy. I'm not happy in this situation right now. Yeah, because they're not with you. They are not happy being away from you. You have the most beautiful soul. And so one more. Make it good, Spirit. I adore you. I adore you. Wow, collective. They got triggered. Somebody got triggered. So it might be a twin flame soulmate situation, you know? Because you get a lot of triggering from the mirrored energy. Soulmates. I kind of heard this explained. What the hell is wrong with my articulation lately? I heard recently from somebody that was very knowledgeable on the explanation and the meanings of soulmates and twin flames. So she explained it as your twin is like the ocean and you're the ship. A ship definitely needs the ocean. It is prepared. It can do what it needs to do in the ocean, but the ocean is so vast and there's so much unexpected turns and storms that can arise. It's a journey that the ship goes on in the ocean. So that's a twin flame, okay? Always connected. A soulmate is like the harbor. Is like a harbor, okay? So the ship needs the harbor to dock and to get restocked and to clean up and get everything they need for their next journey. It's a place of safety. That's what a soulmate is. It's one that encourages you, lifts you up, never pulls you down. There's really not a struggle with a soulmate. And it's definitely one where you feel like you've spent another time or another life with. Can be the same with twins too. It's just not everybody aligns to meet their twin in every incarnation. Sometimes you incarnate and your twin doesn't incarnate and they're aiding you on the other dimensional plane. And you meet with them in the 5D. You can even do that in, when you're both incarnated on Earth, you can meet in the 5D. That's what I'm saying. These connections are already in union, in spiritual union. Like they're already in union. Just because they're not together in the physical doesn't mean they're not together. There is nothing that can prevent it from happening. So let it go and let it flow. I love you guys so much. Hey, if you feel called, I have my Cash App information. You just hit that more button and it'll open up my description box and it will show you my Cash App. So whatever you're able to do, I would just like totally be appreciative for. Can't talk tonight. And I just wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day. I'm hoping I'm going to come on tomorrow, but I do have plans to kind of cook tomorrow, a big, huge brunch for my friends. And I'm kind of having some people over tonight. It's just small, it's not like a big thing, but Yeah, so I'm hoping I can come on, but I'm sending you so much love, and I love you guys all so much. And I really hope that you'll like my video and subscribe. And until we meet again, good night.